What's up, mother foxers? Welcome back. Yeah, we're knee deep into spot welds. You haven't lived till you drilled out spot welds. I'm telling you, you need to drill out spot welds. They're so much fun, man. I don't know what you guys just don't know what you're missing. You want to keep this lip, obviously, because this is attached from the bottom with spot welds, and they are not in any kind of uniform fashion. They never are. So that's what we're doing. You can go buy a fancy spot weld drill bit, which don't last you very long. I know some people like to grind them, but basically if you just get one size bigger than the spot weld itself, all I'm doing is taking a putty knife and then just slicing what doesn't cut. So yeah, this one's done, this one's done, another one right there. We have it all loose, okay? You know, I've done 2 cars and I've never documented this at all. I've taken pictures, but that's about it. I've never documented this, so we'll go over it. This is what you want. This is part of the car, guys. You want to keep this. This is the part that's going out, so as little damage you do to this thing, the better. Unfortunately, right here, this is going to be your hardest spot if anybody ever does this, because that is where the lip, it's like a little lip that comes off the subframe back there, goes, and that's why that is a pain in the butt to get these off. But these other ones are pretty easy, you know, if you're just use a drill bit just a little bit bigger than the spot weld, and they'll come right off, man. But all right, so now if I can get you down here, all this stuff right here by the rocker panel, real easy to get out, guys. Really easy. It was pretty much a breeze. So, and that corner right here, unfortunately, is a nightmare because it's just, they got some folded metal up in there weird, and we just kind of tore it apart because you can't really see what's going on in there. And good news, it'll be covered up. Probably gonna cut right along there, and yep, and we'll just bring it right across here and take this whole piece out and then replace it, man. And then like I said, we're gonna probably plug weld this in, and we will take care of that mess. I guess somebody tried their hardest, man, but they kind of missed the whole point of this thing. This thing's just bending over here, so. And there are the seat mounts. Why they don't put them on these pans, I have no idea. And there it is, guys. All in there. Plug welds are in. We'll grind it down a little bit. May not be the prettiest thing, but it is completely functional. The rocker panel, like I said, some people might look at those welds and go, those don't look good. Well, I don't really care what you think. Those are functional. There's a hole right there. We just put a piece of plate over it, and right there too, reinforced it. Did get some tacks underneath it, except for that spot there. You can't really do anything about that. But under here, a little tough, but he did get a couple of welds in there. Other thing we did was, we noticed this wasn't pulled tight. Over there, he had put some self-tappers in to draw it up, and he didn't do that over here. So he redid it, and it's now it's all tight. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this all cleaned up, and then I'm gonna slap some Pour 15 on all these areas in here, and we will be ready for seam sealer after that. There we go. Okay, let me discuss something here for a second. Just because you're putting Pour 15 on something doesn't mean you shouldn't prep, okay? It is paint. It does stick to almost anything, including your skin, and it won't come off, but it does eventually, but it's with you for a week. So now I vacuumed this whole thing out of here, okay? Then we did some more work in it. I vacuumed it again. Then I took some of my favorite cleanser, acetone, and I wiped everything down. All right, which I use shop towels, so all that stuff shredded. So I vacuumed it again. Okay, and now about the paint. So yeah, you do got to prep this a little bit, guys. I mean, you just don't go ahead and just go at it, because if you got oil somewhere, that will not stick. All right, y'all, I got this whole thing painted inside and out, and it's all ready for seam sealer. But before we go ahead and do that, we're gonna go ahead and get this manual trans hub put on here. We got this thing all cut out, as you saw. Like I said, I went over to that edge of it right there and cut this whole edge a little bit bigger than it was showing compared to this thing. So we're just gonna smooth these out, and then we'll put this on, and we'll put this guy on, drill a little pilot hole in here, on here, and then drill a 1/4 inch hole, and then pop a rivet in there, and then get a rivet over on the top or maybe the side or something. And there you have it, guys. She is now officially a manual car. Yeah, how about that? So now we got the trans hub in, got the floor pans in, got a pour 15 and underneath. Now it's time for seam sealer. There it is. If you can see it, it's black. This is the Eastwood stuff. Last time I got the stuff was from Advance, and it was like gray, but everything's all sealed up all the way around. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and cavity coat these suckers. All right, guys, here we go. I think this stuff is like $34 with the wand. It's cheaper if you get it without it, but obviously I need it. So, and it's 17 and a half ounces. This is actually a pretty hefty can here, so you get a lot of it. I'm no way gonna use all of this, but here we go. I mean, these rockers should have holes in the bottom of it, I would think. I mean, I don't know. It might come out some holes here. So we're gonna see. And I don't see, there it goes out the front there, guys. And right there, you see it. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to go through the drain holes to coat everything. There is your duct insulation. Now, we do have some Dynamat, and we have no-name Dynamat. All right. So this stuff here, let's look at it. So there you go, guys. Got like this tar kind of a backing to it. Stuff is called, what is that, Nyoko? I don't know. You got Boom Mat out there, and I think there's another one called Kill Mat or something like that. This stuff here, I think was, God, I think I bought a big old box of it for, man, it must have been $150. I mean, I just went all out with Black Sunshine. This here, probably about the same amount, I think I bought for $36 to $45. I'm not sure. Substantially less, okay? And if you look at this stuff, it's the same damn thing. Same damn thing as a Dynamat, substantially less. Which of these would I go with? This. I mean, you can go that and say, hey, I got Dynamat in my car, you know, like I do. But it's the same shit. You know, I didn't know. Well, we should be able to tell as soon as we pull the heads off. All right, y'all, check this out. Here is this little support beam here. Hear that? Let's put some of this on it. Isn't that crazy? There we go. We got everything in. Up in the front floor pans there. Everything's all good around the shifter, the trans tunnel. I haven't put that insulation on there yet. I'm about to. Just wanted to show you before I did. And here's the back. And yes, I got some convoluted foam, or, you know, like you guys call egg crate foam. We call it convoluted foam because the machine you put it through to make that is called a convoluter. We have it at work. I made that years ago for Black Cherry Bomb, and just had it in the attic and pulled it down. It did a great job with that car with road noise for the where the tires are there. And wish I would have done it to Black Sunshine, but unfortunately I didn't. And I'd like to do it to it, but I mean, you got to take the inner quarter panels out. I mean, it's taking the seats out and everything. I'm not gonna, maybe someday. But a funny thing about this foam here, guys, before I was even on YouTube, I posted a Black Cherry Bomb, her wheel hubs with that stuff on it, and some hater on there said, well, that looks good until the wire catches fire, catches your foam on fire, and burns your car to the ground. So my response to that hater was, well, luckily I work in the foam industry, and that's FR foam, fire retardant. I ain't stupid. And there's that insulation I was talking about, all in there. Looks pretty. Looks better than the patched up mess I got underneath it. Alright guys, there is part 2 of the review of the things I've done with Ginger so far. I'll put a part 3 out of the suspension and subframe rails we put on this car as well. We're just getting her ready now, and if you look here at the end of this video, you'll see the dynamite work we did with Black Sunshine I did years ago. And there it is right there. I know now you don't have to buy the most expensive stuff. The other stuff works just fine. Later, guys.